thing that matters, and we need to just fucking split up.
One side each?
Sure.
I mean, you go.
I mean, give us the West Coast, right?
Yeah, right.
I mean, it would make sense. You guys don't want Southern California, and to me, the South is still the Southeast. So yeah, we would lose New York, and in the trade, but it seems about right that we would take the West and you would take the East.
Makes sense.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
What's the problem? And we would have good relations with the other nation. Because we're basically kind of the same. We all have like ties to each other and stuff like that. Like we'll be able to work with the other half of America as easily as we're able to work with, say, Canada.
What would we name the country?
Gaytown.
It's real. What are they called? Straightville.
Godmerica.
Oh yeah. Oh, Godmerica. And Gaytown. You can't call it Gaytown.
It's our whole country. Gaytown.
I think if you let the other side vote on the other person's name,
we'd be called,
there'd be some interesting.
Yeah.
Or we'd be like Abortionville or
Abortionville. Oh no. So wait, okay, so usually
the Pedophilippines.
Oh no. Oh no. Okay, so if you're okay with gay and lesbian rights, you're okay with abortion as well? Is that usually the way it goes?
You're super pro-abortion, right? I'm heavy into abortion and gay rights.
Right, okay, so
it just bums me out that gay people can't have abortions.
Yeah, sometimes I impregnate lesbians just for the abortion.
That's really that's Godtown right there that you're living in. So what about guns? Can Gaytown have guns? Because that's where it gets mixed up. They take guns away, right? Or maybe the gun laws are just like they are here in California.
Yeah, probably.
Gaytown would have stricter laws than Godmerica when it comes to guns.
Sorry,
I don't think,
Godmerica, yeah.
But I don't think that they would outlaw them entirely.
I mean, I would like to take phone calls on what we should name it, because I know that there's people that live in Godmerica that listen to the show, and I know there's people that live in Gaytown that listen to the show. And I would love to give you... I feel like this might be the first time we could ever talk about this particular thing that we always dodge on this show in a happy way. Like, if you are for Godtown, 855-Ellis-41, what should you name Gaytown? And if you're for Gaytown, what would you name Godmerica? I mean, so far, I think we've already got a pretty good idea what they should be called. But obviously, if it really happened... I mean, we can't call it Gaytown, I mean, it's not right. Godmerica might actually be okay. I don't know if that's because I'm too much of a Gaytown guy, but I don't. Does Godmericans find Godmerica offensive? 855-Ellis-41.
And would you prefer that we be known as Fagastan?
Ooh, that makes it sound dangerous.
We'd have legal weed.
Yes, we would.
We would.
We'd be the legal weed side.
Fagastan.
The most universally reviled nation on
The
earth.
most open-minded. Fagastan. The president of Fagastan is for sure Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah,
He's the president.
We would instantly be nuked.
What?
The second we established ourselves.
Why? Because we're Fagastan?
Yeah.
Or because of what we stand for?
There would be a lot of countries that would probably
We'd
be
have
angered
Tesla,
by
Michael.
Yes, we would.
And Virgin Airlines.
We would have, yes, that's right. We would have totally more entertaining airlines.
Right? There'd be way better songs. Why is anybody calling the show? Where are you?
It's insane.
Fagastanians and Godmericans, where are you?
We'd have electric cars, solar power, wind power.
Randy on Twitter suggests libtardistan because if you're a liberal, you're a retard, so you're a libtard.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's right. I guess I'll go on social media.
Yeah, that was kind of an obvious one. Should have seen that coming.
Yeah. It's pretty amazing. It's like the Adam and Steve thing, how many people on both sides like love repeating things that have been said a million times and thinking that they still have some cutting value.
Yeah. Both sides are pretty played out with that shit.
They really are. It's ridiculous. It's just like it's like a Punch and Judy show of like you say this and then you say that. I read an article about it. It's called Whataboutism. It's just like, oh yeah, well what about blah blah blah? What about Hillary? Oh yeah, well Hillary. What about Paul Manafort? What about? It's just all fucking we do are children.
Yeah, it's basically people comparing the same 12 bullet points over and over and over and over. Fun times.
Ryan suggests Abomination.
What? Who's Abomination?
That's Fagastan.
Oh, okay. Well, Fagastan's a better name than that.
It is. It just rolls off the tongue.
It really does. Robert, what do you got?
I was just saying that I was kind of offended by the name. I'm a Christian, been a Christian my whole life, and I'm not against gays at all. In fact, my sister's a lesbian, and she's Christian also.
Yeah.
And I don't think it's. I mean, it's like calling all Muslims terrorists. Not all Christians are against. Only the extreme.
Dude, we're calling California Fagastan. You realize the sarcasm here, right? Like,
you're welcome to live in Fagastan.
Yeah. That's the thing with Fagastan. We welcome everybody.
Yeah, jump in. The water's nice.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fine. I was just asking if anyone was offended by the name. I don't think we should call it that. Because
No, I wasn't saying it. I don't want to know if anyone's offended. Obviously, everyone's offended. That's why we're saying it. We want to know what you would name it. What would you name Godmerica?
Stuck-Upville.
Fuck-Upville.
Stuck-Upville.
Oh, Stuck-Upville. I was going to say, that's going to be tough. Thanks, dude. Stuck-Upville's going to be tough. 855 Ellis 41. Hello,
Kardashian.
Oh, man. I'm moving to fucking Godmerica.
Yep.
Hilton.
Yeah.
What do you got?
What do you want? How's it going, guys?
Okay.
Hey, Hilton.
Hilton, that's the first, not the last, baby. Long time listener, first time calling in like all the douches that repeat it. Gay Sylvania sounds pretty...
Gay Sylvania.
Yeah, tranny Sylvania. I like the Sylvania suffix.
Transantarctica.
Tristan, you have a...
Transamerica. There you go.
See, this is the thing that I worry about when it comes for Tristan.
Hey, how's it going?
Tristan, you live in Vermont and you don't want to get stuck in Godmerica. So what about that, Michael, when you're...
You got to move. We relocate people. If you don't want to live in your thing, the government will pay you to move to the other side.
Right. How about that?
See, that's not fair, though, because I love living in Vermont, and for the most part, Vermont is not... We don't really fit in with the whole South thing.
I know, dude. This is not a perfect solution. Sometimes they got to build the highway right through your backyard. You know what I mean?
See, I think if that was the case, then we'd have to go leave and either like go out on our own or become part of Canada or something. I don't know.
Well, on your way, because Godmerica does not want you.
Well, can't each state vote on what country it wants to be part of?
No, we can't have a hodgepodge of
That's a clusterfuck.
Blue and red.
Okay,
states.
and then
This side there's green, and this side it's fucking blue. Like,
Yes.
off you go.
can't there be a demilitarized zone?
No.
No?
It's the Mississippi River. We just fire muskets at each other from either side.
We need to defend our countries against foreigners.
And it's not...
just transsexuals on the
Fagastan.
western banks of the Mississippi shooting AIDS
Fagastan
into the
fights for its
crowd on the
rights.
other side.
I don't think it's fair, though. Because...
That's not fair.
No, but who would choose as Fagastan over
It's
Jesus
Fagastan,
Town?
not Fagastan. What?
Jesus Town sounds like a way
Jesus Town,
happier
it's
place.
Godmerica.
Not if you're a fag.
Yeah. I mean, I'm a peaceful guy. I'm going to Fagastan.
Okay, Alabible.
See, I feel like that's offensive.
You think?
Yeah, Godmerica's like, yeah, it's powerful, and it's fear.
Godmerica.
I mean, the fear of God, and it's
That's
good.
That is good. But Fagastan
Okay, Fagastan
sounds
might be.
treacherous. Everybody's living in caves, and dirt huts.
Yeah, but it seems like that. But in actual fact, it's the prettiest place on earth. I mean, think about California, what it has. Fagastan still has California.
Yeah, this place is amazing. It's such a fucking great piece of land.
It really is a great piece.
So
God.
it needs a name deserving of its
How
natural
about
beauty.
New Fagastan?
That's getting better.
It's
Homotopia.
Ed, what do you got?
Hey, you guys are gonna need a flag, right?
Yeah, flag, yeah. Or a
New
fact.
country, like big brown star.
A butthole?
Yes.
Ooh, big brown star.
A butthole on your flag.
What about a rainbow flag with a dick jizzing on a pot leaf?
You can't have jizz on the flag, bruh.
All right, back to square one.
You can have silhouettes of women with dicks.
Coming on pot leaves.
That trucker silhouette
Yeah,
of
yeah.
the woman,
Yeah.
except she's got a penis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or you can just use the California bear and then just call it, Fagastan still. 'Cause I swear, nobody can beat that name.
A bear in a dress.
We really don't need to do that. 855 Ellis 41. Hello, George.
Yes, I got one for you, Caitlin.
Yes, no, I see what you did there. Well done. I don't want her to be in charge of anything. She
That's sure
can't
to
drive.
date well.
That's a thinker.
James, what do you got?
I think it's pretty obvious, right? The southeast is dumb Fagastan.
Why is that?
Oh, come on. Who wants to be in Alabama or Missouri or fucking Mississippi?
I don't know, me.
Yeah, the people that
My
live there.
entire family.
Wait a minute,
All the people that live
The people
there.
who call it home.
Yeah.
And what about...
Poverty-stricken God freaks.
That's
I don't-
mean.
How many
I
times
don't-
have you visited Alabama, by the way?
And I don't hate Godmerica.
Yeah. Yeah, I would live in Godmerica, second choice of any place I would want to live in the world.
I don't know if I could say agree with that.
Okay.
If you really separate into
Spot on.
one side and the
Thank
other.
you.
I lived on the Gulf of Mexico, and it was beautiful and awesome, and you don't get caught up in the bullshit that you do in larger cities.
I mean, let's really analyze it because it's pretty much it's Godmerica is fast approaching if Trump keeps going. I mean, okay, so you've got healthcare and stuff, right? They'll have all that.
In Godmerica?
Yeah, Godmerica, you can't have an abortion.
Right.
What about ethnicities? Are they okay in Godmerica?
Man, see, that's a tough one, man, because
Well,
It could be tough
you
for
know,
them.
being Southern and being Christian, you're kind of torn between your racism and your beliefs that red and yellow, black and white, they are all children in His sight or whatever.
But Godmerica has New York and stuff, and that's like a mix.
Well, I'm sure they'd be way more aggressive about deporting illegal immigrants.
Yes, for
Okay,
sure.
so illegal immigrants are out of in Godmerica.
Right, and you'd
They
assume
have
that
Florida, right?
you'd assume that travel visas would be more restrictive
Yes.
to people coming into the country.
Is Florida in Godmerica?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
It is.
It might be the capital.
That's beautiful there.
Oh yeah.
They've got beaches and heat and stuff. And then there's all those islands off the coast of Godmerica.
Florida Keys.
Right?
Yeah.
That's a beautiful place.
There's a place called Kokomo.
Ooh, they probably have to change that.
That's where I want to go.
But think about it, like what how bad there'd be less crime.
Wait, there would be?
Yeah.
Which one? Or both?
In Godmerica.
Oh, because everybody would be armed?
Yeah, and
And they'd be God-fearing.
and there'd be no illegal immigrants. They do a lot of crime.
Yes, that's right.
Is that racist?
No.
I mean, that's right?
Well, I mean, being an illegal immigrant, you've already committed a crime.
Right. There's that. But, I mean, isn't there a thing where...
Well, I don't know if illegal immigrants are any more or less prone to crime, but yeah, there's no doubt that if 1 million people come into a country illegally, some of them are going to commit violent crimes.
And then what about your jails and the community of the poor communities? What would Godmerica do for the poor communities? Does it make them poorer or does it make them richer? What would it do if they had it completely their way?
Well, typically speaking, the Republican plank tax plan is going to favor the wealthy because Obama takes everybody's money away, right? Right?
I mean, the proposed healthcare bill that got shot down had a couple $100 billion in tax cuts for the rich, I believe.
Yeah, but the purpose of that is so that the businesses are stronger and they can hire more people to do work.
Yeah, I don't know. I've never noticed it. To me, it's not a night and day thing. I've been taking a paycheck for over a decade, and I've been through several different presidents, and I mean, I'm sure it goes up and down, but it's never been so much that I really notice.
Right. Yeah, but that is the big factor. And when you're talking about like neighborhoods that are poor and stuff, there are plenty of racists everywhere. I've definitely noticed it more open in the South, where I'm from, and at the same time, you got to balance that with your Christian thing, because I know a lot of people that would consider themselves to be Christian, and also they say racist stuff.
So there would still be battles in Fagastan and Godmerica,
Of course.
and that would just be something that they would have to handle individually.
Yes, I'm saying that we as America are in two different tribes now, and we have irreconcilable differences. I would think that the differences among people in Godmerica and Fagastan would be reconcilable among themselves.
Awesome sports, because when Fagastan goes up against Godmerica, that's selling some tickets.
Yeah, March Madness is going to go fucking off.
Man, Godmerica's going to kick Fagastan's ass.
Why is that?
Oh, is that?
They
It's
have
Fagastan.
Texas.
What's Texas do?
They just grow giant people there.
Dude.
Seriously.
I think sports will remain very competitive under my plan.
I agree.
All right. I disagree respectfully.
855-Ellis-41. Kyle.
Let's go with the United States of Queer Slovakia.
Yeah, this is... We've gone completely off the cliff.
The old UFQ SLVC.
Yeah, and on second thought, this plan might work better if you could shift land like doing a Rubik's Cube.
Oh,
You
yeah.
can't do that, though.
Yeah, but you can.
That's impossible. You're making up stuff. Trevor, you have some questions about...
You're crazy. Silly.
Godmerica and Fagastan. What's up?
If I choose Fagastan, do I have to live with a bunch of little dogs in person?
No, that's ridiculous. That's like saying in Godmerica you have to, shoot people, or like you do whatever you want.
You just figure out which side you feel more of an affinity to, and then you guys figure it out.
But let's say I'm anti-dogs in purses. Can I vote them out into Godmerica?
No, you're going to Godmerica. I can already tell. That's where you belong.
No, because I don't like their country music. I can't go to Godmerica.
But Godmerica has metal and has everything. What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, we'll probably still have the same iTunes.
Yeah, they've got
Leonard
Bubba
Skinner.
Sparks.
Leonard Skinner.
Bubba Sparks. Man, that guy is great, isn't he? Where'd that guy go? He's a giver. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like it wouldn't be that bad. But you know what I just realized is even if you did do that, there was a giant war and we're just separated down the middle and there was like a giant wall in between us, the same shit would still go on. Which tells you that there is no end. Because if in Fagastan, everybody would still fight because there'd be people like him saying, I don't want any fucking little dogs. And be like, how can you say there's no little dogs? Because, a lot of Fagastan's going to be pretty pissed about that comment. And then there's going to be a bunch of people going, I don't want to hear any fucking country music in Godmerica. And people are like, man, we're not just always listening to country music in Godmerica, you fucking prick.
You have to chew on straw.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, that's not the case. Like, I know tons of Godmericans that... I'm friends with Godmericans, god damn it. And they fucking do whatever they want. We're all so similar, and we're all... So it's just that I feel like it's the overreaction of what other people stand for is the biggest problem. It's somebody wants to be gay, let them be gay. If someone wants to fucking hang out with a bunch of white dudes and use the N-word, let them fucking do it. Don't worry about it. Unless they hurt somebody, and that's when the police come in. You go to jail for it. You don't go to jail for fucking smoking weed. It's like if someone wants to smoke weed, let them smoke weed. You're putting people in jail for shit that's not your fucking problem. You get people, their lives are fucked because stuff that irritates you that isn't even your fucking problem. You don't even see it. Who gives a fuck if some white girl pretends that she's Asian in a movie? No one cares.
Right.
Stop bitching about shit and get on with your own life.
I'd go one step further and say that when you put people, if somebody's smoking weed, that doesn't affect you adversely in any way. But if you put them in jail for it, that might actually end up affecting you adversely because that person might have trouble getting a job when they come out, and they may become a criminal. They may be stop being a parent to their child because they're fucking in prison, and then that kid grows up without a dad, and then that person grows up to become an adult shithead. You're probably more apt to cause yourself problems by incarcerating pot users.
We're taking phone calls on Fagastan and Godmerica, and we're answering all your questions. Hello, man, I should have gone to school. Thea?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Fuck school. Go ahead.
My question is I'm a woman.
Yeah.
I own a lot of guns.
Yep.
I like heavy metal.
Yep.
But I could care less if you have an abortion, if you're gay, straight, bi. I don't care.
Yeah, you're in Fagastan.
Where do I live then?
You're in Fagastan.
Clearly.
I'm in Fagastan.
You're allowed to have guns and listen to metal and do all that stuff. You just have to have legal guns, and you have to, if you want to get another gun, you have to go through all the laws and all the bullshit. And from here on out, you probably can't get the semi-automatic assault rifles with the extra long clips, but you already have the ones that you already have, so you're okay.
Yeah,
and you know what I just
What you're
realized? There's Vegas in Fagastan, so
what you're telling me is I have to buy all of this before I move, and then I can take it.
All your hollow point bullets.
well, you can do
have to load up.
if you really need that, then you can move to Vegas, because in Vegas is in Fagastan, and you can get a lot looser with the gun laws there, because that's just that's the fact.
Do you think Fagastan would overall legalize things like prostitution and gambling?
I don't think
Why not?
Fagastan should legalize prostitution. I think Fagastan should make it harsher laws for people that get prostitutes.
Yeah, I don't think that they would. I think your rule of thumb is you just sort of say, what about if, because you could look up the Democratic Party
Thank you,
platform and the Republican Party platform and just say, what if that platform was the law of the land? I don't think the Democratic Party is currently calling for the legalization of prostitution.
Right.
Yeah, from if you check out the Ellis podcast, one of our first podcasts with Rebecca Bender, I really recommend everybody listen to that because it will open your eyes to what prostitution is. It changed my opinion of it completely. I think even a lot of I think like there's always going to be, if I want to be a prostitute, I go out there and I do it, and that's the end of it. If there's people that are organizing for me to go out there and do it, boyfriends and whatnot, this whole pimp bracket thing goes to such a scale of disgustingness that I don't know. I almost feel like I don't know how to solve it, because I don't think that it's, if you want to get paid to have sex, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I just feel like if you want to get paid to have sex because your boyfriend thinks you should do it because you're young and you don't know anything, I wish there was laws that could stop those people. And I feel like the only law that could stop those people is that if you get a hooker, you're in deep shit.
But if it was legalized and regulated, so stuff like that couldn't happen.
I don't know if there's a way to do that, though. I mean, if you legalize it, I still feel like the people that are behind it are doing it in a way that they're forcing these women to do it.
Right, even if you opened up like a sex hostel where there were security guards protecting the women in case, John's got shitty with them, you don't know what that chick is doing with her money when she goes home.
What could she be doing? Building?
Did you hear?
She might still be.
podcast?
I'm sorry. Let me be clear about that. She might still be there because her boyfriend or husband is intimidating her and forcing her to go. You couldn't eliminate that.
And that is the surprising thing that a lot of them after they're doing the Rebecca Bender thing. I went to a club with friends and some of them are prostitutes. And they do things for money because they want to, and they get the money. And there was a person in there that was approaching me who wanted me to go and get a dance, which was going to go a lot further and it was going to cost me money. And I just asked her a few questions about her life because that podcast rang in my head. And she was like, yeah, well, my friend, my driver or whatever. And I'm like, and I saw the guy and I'm like, and she had like, to me, she was high on cocaine. Like, fuck, I sound old and so out of touch. But I know I've done a lot of it, and I know what and I was like, this is one of these situations where even if she can tell me right now to my face that this is what she wants, I don't believe it's true. I believe that this guy walking around that speaks Russian behind her is fucking pimping her, and she doesn't want to fuck. You don't want to fuck me. You don't even know me. You want the money, so it's not the same, And you can, and like Tully said, you could never stop it. But that would be up for Arnold Schwarzenegger to decide in Fagastan.
In Arnold we trust.
Right. We have great questions here. Wait a minute. Joe, go ahead.
Hey, to be honest, who cares about Texas? But if you give up the Mississippi, you're losing Chicago, and that's the Great Lakes. And they're just about as blue as any other state on the West Coast.
Wait a minute. The West Coast, Chicago is the West Coast.
But you said the Mississippi is the dividing line.
No, I did not. No, I didn't.
I said that. Look, man, no matter which way you want to slice it, we just got to cut the country in half. It's got to be one straight line. I don't care if we do it east-west or north-south. Well, I kind of do a little bit.
Yeah, just for tradition's sake.
But if there's a tiny chunk of the northern states in the middle that are like third party, and they can be their own third little thing.
I don't want this to get convoluted, but I don't know that it necessarily needs to be a straight line.
Yeah, it could be a wobbly line.
Yeah, as long as it's a continuous line.
Yeah.
As long
some
as
of Chicago is going to be
Iowa
in
and
Fagastan.
Kansas and all that.
East Chicago and West Chicago.
Yep, that's what's going to happen.
splits it.
Yep, the line
It'll
splits it.
become the Berlin of America.
Yes. The Chicago Wall.
Yep, and that would make it the Chicago have it the easiest. They can just move a couple of miles, depending on where they want to live.
Can we petition Donald Trump to just build the wall from top to bottom?
I'm into
You
it.
could do it by time zone.
We're not doing it by time zone. I don't want that guy to call in anymore right now.
Mounted, you're in. Central, get fucked.
Scott. Scott, what do you got?
I was wondering if in Fagastan we can have a state call it the Aurora Labialis.
I mean, it's not going to really fit on a sign or on a T-shirt.
Yeah.
It's pretty crazy.
And why wouldn't we just call it vagina?
Yeah. Vagina is a place that all guys want to live and
East
live
and West
in.
Virginia.
Oh, that sounds like a great place to live. Jimmy, thanks for calling 855-ELS-41.
Hey, guys. I think the conservatives in Godmerica would appreciate if the Fagastanians would leave some glory holes in the wall so they can continue to tell each other there's women over there.
The wall just has glory holes the whole
I like
way.
it.
Just
Yeah.
like every 10 feet,
Yes.
and,
Yeah, it's perforated.
Yeah. Every now and then someone's going to stick their dick in that hole and it's going to get cut off, or every now and then someone's going to put their mouth in that hole and a shotgun's going to shoot their brains out of their head. Mm-hmm. Probably not the kind of glory hole I want to get, because it's a wall. You cannot get around there, So I don't think that's a good idea. And this wall's going to be thick, because I don't want any Fagastans getting into Godmerica.
And vice versa.
Yeah, obviously. 855-ELS-41. Julian, welcome to the show.
Hey, guys. I was just going to say, you were talking about regulating the sex work, that you don't think it would be possible, but if we were to have people require a license, like let's say something similar to food handlers, if you're working in the kitchen, if you get people certified like that and kind of really make it a necessary license to be part of that industry, wouldn't that kind of help alleviate some of the problems?
You'd have to do background checks and see where they live and who they live with and all that stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So if you go that route and really make sure it's extensive enough to be able to verify that these people aren't being abused or kind of like trafficked in a sense, I think that would be a very easy way to get rid of the majority that problem.
Maybe. I don't want to muddy the water in this conversation, but I wonder if there is any woman listening who would consider becoming a legal prostitute if it was a totally regulated thing.
I mean, in my opinion, I feel like a lot, not a lot, but like there's a decent amount of people who would resort to that, who see that they have the assets to kind of, be successful in that kind of industry. And I think that creating a legal route for these kind of people who might be skeptical about doing that kind of stuff because of the legal murky water might really appreciate this kind of thing,
I would also be in favor of just trying things on a limited basis in small places and seeing what happens.
Yeah.
Oh, do food handlers have to watch a video on cleanliness and stuff?
Yes, and so do prostitutes.
Do the prostitutes
Yes.
in this situation have to watch the video?
Must wash hands before returning to fucking people.
Exactly.
Jason, welcome to the Jason Ellis Show.
What's up, Ellis?
Hey.
Hey, you would be in Godmerica. They wouldn't you wouldn't be in Fagastan with all your new 1911s and ARs and
Yeah, I would.
all your new.
What are you talking about? I'm in Fagastan right now. California is Fagastan. I got the guns. The gun laws would be the same as they are in California.
They're going away, buddy.
No, they're not going away. See, you're clueless, dude. You just say that because you're one of those hee-haws that says that shit. They're not going away. They're not taking my guns. That's like some weird thing that a pack of you guys say you think that's going to happen, but it isn't going to happen. In California, you're allowed to have your guns. Don't listen to the bullshit on the news, dude. It's not true. I have my guns. I have a license. I'm going to buy more of them. You can get guns in California.
Look at the list for January 2018, and look how many guns are coming off the list that you can buy in California. You just got to look at it, man. It's all there. The list is getting cut in half.
So there's going to be a sale at the end of the year, Jason.
Yeah.
That's what Obama is going to do with his free time now.
Yeah.
He will now officially go door to door for your guns.
Yeah, I just don't believe any of that, It's like, and there's a certain amount of guns that they might take off the list that I might not have a fucking problem with.
I'm the exact same way.
You know what I mean?
I'm a gun enthusiast,
Yeah.
and I feel the exact same way. I don't believe any of the hype bullshit.
Yeah, it's just not.
And I'm also okay with getting certain things off the street.
Look, I'll agree. I feel like, because I have a semi-automatic rifle, and I got it before the gun law came in, where there's, now you have to like put one bullet in at a time and all this other stuff, and you have to have the magazine doesn't just pop out. You have to like unscrew it or whatever. But there's little things that you can do that make that okay, and it is stupid, as in, you can't have that, but you can get a fucking pump action shotgun, and it's more dangerous. Just so the rules are like a little bit hypocritical, but I can still get, I just bought my son a 22, and he can go to the range, and that's all we're doing. We're going to the range and we're shooting stuff together as a family. I'm not, and if you're worried about defending yourself, like, okay, if they did cut half the guns off there, you still have, they're not taking the 1911s aren't going on the list. So that gun's in my house, and if you come in my house, everyone's going to rape my family, I could shoot you. But it ain't going to fucking happen. That's not what it's there for. It's a sport to me. I like to go do it. I can go shoot, and I can go shoot when I'm old, when I'm decrepit and I can barely move. I can go to the range, and I can load my guns, and I can shoot with my son or my daughter if she wants to, or with my fucking fiance. It's a great... It's fun, I like doing it. I like cleaning the guns and all that, and I don't. There's bad people in every community. There's people that say stupid shit in every sport, in every kind of genre of music. Like you can't just, because every now and then there's a bunch of white people. They're like, oh, my dummy. I got a dummy I bought to shoot. It's a fucking black guy. I did not notice that until like I had it in my garage the other day. I do not like that it's a black guy. I'm like, are you fucking serious? This dummy is like that you shoot is a black guy.
How did you not notice it was black?
Well, because it's white.
Wait,
it's spray painted white, but the actual face, it's a black guy.
Oh, okay.
And I didn't notice because I just was like, I want a dummy. I'm buying the dummy. It's a big black rubber thing that you spray paint white, and I didn't look at the face. You know what I mean? Like I didn't It's like when you have that head thing that you kick. I never really concentrated on if the guy was attractive or not. It's just a face.
I noticed. But
Right, so I didn't realize.
my dummy's very attractive.
It was in the it was in the back of my truck, and I was driving it, and I'm like, wait, it looks like Eddie.
Does it have like a 3-foot fro or something? Like
No, it has a big.
Yes, it's
What?
a geopet.
It's bald, but it has a really broad nose. Like dude, it's a black guy. Like that's how I know. It's not an Asian guy. It's not a white guy. It's a fucking black guy. And I'm like, wow, you guys made a dummy that's a black guy. Like, are you assuming that I mean the person that is coming at me is a black guy? Like,
here, this will make you more accurate.
I'm just like I was kind of weirded out by that. I don't know if they're all like that or you can get Caucasian faces.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I don't know about choosing
Dude, I'll
the
show
race
it
of
to
your
you.
dummy.
I'll show it to you. It's a fucking. You will know. I told Katie. She was like, "Come on." I'm like, "Go in the garage and look." She's like, "That is fucked up." I'm like, "Right." And we both knew instantly when I brought it up to her. She was like, "Oh my god, how could they do that?" I'm like, "I don't know. Like all of a sudden, I'm like, "Wait, do gun people only want to shoot black people?" Like I'm thinking that, and I'm a white guy.
No, there's.
I know they don't. I know. I'm just saying.
I know. But I mean, there are people who will want that dummy for that purpose, and there are people who won't care what color the dummy is. So they're playing to the crowd.
Gary, welcome to the show.
How's it going, guys?
Good.
All right, so it's not going to be so black and white, but I would imagine that most of the nation's truck drivers are going to want to live in, Jesus Town.
It's Godmerica. Jesus is not
Godmerica,
real.
Right.
Idiot.
Right. Okay. Go ahead.
So how would Fagastan get all their shit?
Yeah, that's
right.
true.
How would we ever figure out how to train people to drive trucks? That's right. Our entire civilization will crumble.
Yeah, maybe
without your irreplaceable expertise.
They'll have to put in some sort of weird legislation where truck drivers are allowed to make deliveries in states they don't live in.
You get your boxes even faster with Fagastan Express.
No, we're all going to be run over by Tesla trucks. That's what's going to happen.
Yeah. Ooh.
Yeah, Fagastan has Amazon drones.
Even cooler.
We do. Just dropping dildos from the sky.
And we'll still have tons of illegal immigrants because they're all out of Godmerica, so maybe we'll just have that.
Yeah. Yeah, any argument for, well, all the blah, blah, blahs live on this side. Like, you can train people to do lots and lots of things. A lot of military-leaning people would be in Godmerica. But, there are more in Fagastan than you might realize, and B, you can train people up if anybody can become military just about if they absolutely have to be.
Cumtard's ready to go.
Mm-hmm.
Jason Bourne-esque. Well, that was fun. I feel like I learned a lot. I can't wait to move.
Now, for the first time on SiriusXM, the best collection of podcasts is